Okay, live, and let's see. Ooh, wow, that is bright. All right, just gonna sit here and wait for a couple minutes or however long we get people. Um, oh, got one person. Um, yeah, just gonna wait a couple seconds to see who else shows up because we got some stuff to talk about. I got 4 days worth of Megacon stuff to talk about, so um, yeah, so we got some stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff. Two people. Okay, cool. Yeah. I know it's first off, I want to apologize for the brightness. I don't know why it is, but it's high noon for all you Overwatch fans out there. And I can't do anything. I can't do a friggin' thing about it. So, yeah. Oh, now back to one person. Lovely. So say hello to whoever is out there, whoever is out there watching. Um, yeah, just let yourself be known and all that. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes to see more people come in because I don't want to start talking and then more people come in and I gotta repeat myself over and over again. So I don't want to like do this over and over because we're only like 2 minutes in, and yeah, I have a pretty strong sense that we're probably gonna get more people at some point or another. Two people, okay. I wonder if it'll go back down to one again. Yeah, maybe I should start doing posts to let people know when I'm doing live streams, just to be like, "Hey, come by and say hi if you want to." No, okay. Who is out there watching this live stream now? Speak, speak, yon mortal. I don't know why I suddenly went like Greek god on everyone. But yeah, this con is good. I mean, this live stream is going to be about Megacon, the con that just ended yesterday, and me going there along and meeting for the first time my friend Chris, aka the Mount Vernon kid. And yeah, we're going to talk about all that. We're going to talk about everything else along with it. Because there are some stories, guys. I got some stories in those 4 days that are going to be interesting to talk about. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I got some swag. I got a lot of stuff, and I don't know where I'm going to put it in my room, honestly. I don't know where I'm going to put it in this room because there is a lot of stuff to begin with, and I got to figure out where to set it down, honestly. So we got 4 people. Is the chat not working? Hang on. Oh, okay, we got people. All right. We did. Okay, it took me a moment. So Krotaku Shinobi asks, "You need a bigger." I do. I need a lot of things. Hey, thoughts on Star versus the Forces of Evil finale? I'll talk about that. I will talk about the Star versus the Forces of Evil finale on this live stream because I know a lot of people are gonna ask me about that, along with the Batman casting for Robert Patterson, which hasn't been official yet. I'm also going to talk about some other stuff here and there that has come up, and we'll chat about that because I know there was a lot that happened in those 4 days. But I was trying to escape reality with my best friend, one of my best friends, who came down all the way from New York City, and I hung out with, and I had a good time for 4 days. I had a pretty good time. Now we got 5 people. Hey, Cody. Yeah. So I don't know why it is when the chats. Sometimes the chats just don't know. Hey, Dr. Autumn. Yeah, Kevin, I promise I will talk about the Star versus finale at some point, but I want to talk about the Megacon stuff first, and I'm going to wait a couple more minutes till we get more people, because we got 5 now. I want to give it a couple more minutes. Well, maybe a couple more, like maybe a minute or so. You just got back from a con too, eh? Yeah, where did you go, Cody? I went to Megacon, Florida convention. It's right up there with Holiday Matsuri, but it is the biggest one. It's our San Diego Comic-Con, and it just keeps getting bigger. It's like that scene in The Nothing with the rock giant, where it's like, and it got bigger, bigger. Everfree Northwest, a Washington Brody convention. So it probably smelled like body odor and weed the whole time, didn't it? I'm not sorry. Hey, Billy. Yeah, so we got some new people. Got any new comic issues? I've got a total of 27 comics. This is the biggest haul I've gotten in a while for comics. All bought, and I'm surprised I still have money after all this. I'm still surprised I have money. Anyway, so I guess about 7 people are here. I guess I'll talk about it right now. So yeah, con was great. We stayed at this hotel that was literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from the convention center. It was totally ratty ass, and I'm not giving them a good review after what they did with one of my things from the con. Got to meet Chris, who, by the way, if you don't know, Mount Vernon Kid is a short dude. Hey, that crazy guy. I'll answer that question, but I want to talk about all this first. But yeah, Chris is a short dude. He's 5'3", and being me, I make nothing but short jokes the whole time. It was like, where did he go? Was C-Dubs. He was at the beginning, but he's in the middle of a situation right now. So he had to stay behind. Him and Taylor, his wife, had to stay behind and not. They did come. We did have dinner with them prior, and we did have a couple drinks at this bar at this place. Also, real quick, if you are ever in the Orlando area, really try to find this comic shop called Gods and Monsters. It's an amazing comic shop. It used to be a lot bigger, according to C-Dubs. And apparently, and if we actually earlier in the day, because Dubs picked me up earlier, and we were driving around, and we stopped at Gods and Monsters, and we wandered into the back, and it's this huge bar called Vault 5421, which is this amazing bar, nerd-centric bar. It had this wall painting of Bill Cipher. It had a face hugger crawling up the wall, some D&C stuff. And I had this drink called a Charmander, which was spiced rum mixed with Chardonnay. It was fucking delicious. I gotta be real. Yeah. So if you're ever in the Orlando area, go check out Gods and Monsters, the comic shop, and then go check out the bar in the back, Vault 5421. Amazing. It was an amazing place. I highly recommend it. Anyway, so Chris and I got there day one. Nothing really exciting. I was very interested. A lot of cool stuff. Actually, real quick, if you didn't, because we did live streams on Chris's channel, Mount Vernon Kid. We did stuff on his channel, and that was really cool. We did 3 live streams straight. We were going to do a 4th, but we got tired after Saturday because that was holy fuck. But anyway. So during Thursday, we basically got all of a vast majority of interviews done. We got a vast majority of interviews done with Peter Tomasi, who does Detective Comics. He did Action Comics prior. He did Superman. Jurgens did Action Comics. But yeah, we got to do a live, and you are going to see those interviews not here, but on Comic Universe. So if you haven't already, go subscribe to them and to that other channel, and you'll see the interviews there. We also did an interview with the head of I did an interview personally with the head of Xenoscope Comics, and got a lot of free stuff from them. Xenoscope was in force at Megacon. They were really in force at Megacon. Also did an interview with, like I said, Tomasi. Also with Brian Seaton, who was the CEO of Action Lab Comics, as well as the head writer of the Miraculous Ladybug comics. That was really cool. Also did an interview with James Tinian IV, Had some help with that from a friend we made, and I'll talk about them in a bit. So yeah, I got an interview with James Tinian IV, and that was really cool. I'm trying to forget. I feel like I'm forgetting someone already, and I know I'm getting some backlash from the fan, but it gets really hot in here. So yeah. Well, so my nose is stuffed up, so I probably sound like total crap right now. So for the last 2 days of the con, Saturday and Sunday, Chris and I became friends with two YouTubers from Osceola named Liz and CB, who have a Ladybug reaction channel here on YouTube. Really cool people. They were really nice. They were dressed as Ladybug and Cat Noir. And Liz actually, like, I thought she was Uptown Otaku, a very popular cosplayer here on YouTube that I'm subscribed to, and I thought she was straight up Uptown. I really did. So yeah, she sounded straight up like Uptown Otaku, and that was just crazy. They were really nice. Got to spend a lot of time. We spent a lot of time together. They were still Ladybug and Cat Noir while we ate at IHOP. We didn't go anywhere expensive. We just ate at IHOP because that was connected to our hotel. They were really sweet. CB is tall, and I had to look up, and I was like, wow, really tall. But she was nice. She was really nice. Very sweet. Liz was also great. She dressed up next time as League of Legends character, and CB dressed up as Sailor Jupiter. They were really sweet, and I'd love to hang out with them again. They were just they were just really cool with everybody. So yeah, so go check out Liz and CB. I'll probably do a people I know segment on them just to get their word out more. Now, like they got 7,000 subscribers, they need more. And I actually starred in some of their vlogs. Me and Chris starred in some of their vlogs, so that was really neat. That was really cool. Hello, Derek Hagar. Sword and Shield. I haven't played it yet, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, that was really cool. Got a picture with Donnie Cates. I got a straight up picture with Donnie Cates. He was blaring Lamb of God in the aisle. He was straight up blaring Lamb of God in the aisle, and it was so freaking cool. He was very nice. I actually told him real quick because he had a line to him and Ryan Stegman, artist. We were talking, and I said, "Hey man, listen, I never gave a single crap about Venom. Like, I liked him, but I was never like I just thought he was just this, 90s throwback that no one gave a crap about. So, and you made me care about him. Then you put Beta Ray Bill on Guardians of the Galaxy, and you did all of this. You're my favorite writer at Marvel, and I don't want to sound like a total fanboy, but you are the best writer at Marvel right now." And he was like, "Wow, thanks." He was like genuinely moved by that. He was like, "Oh, thanks, man." Because someone said, and I don't know how true this is, but someone said, "Hey, you really needed that." And I was like, "Why?" Because everyone's just been walking up and saying "fuck you" to him. Because again, I'm guessing it's because people were like still mad about the thing he did in Venom, which is he retconned Eddie having a sister. So yeah, he retconned that, and I guess like he just felt good having a W for the day. Hey, Mega Buster. Oh yeah, I got to meet Charles Scholl, who wrote Daredevil and wrote Darth Vader, the Darth Vader Dark Lord of the Sith comic. He was really cool. Got an interview with him. That's who I was forgetting. I got an interview with Charles Scholl. That was really cool. Hello, Marion. That was so cool to meet Charles Scholl, and he was very nice. Hey, Gaslight. That was very nice of him. I really enjoyed that. Liz, actually, going back to James Tinian, it was actually Liz from Liz and CB who actually did the camera work for me. So, Liz, I don't know if you're watching right now or you're going to see this later. Thank you again. Thank you. Tom King was also there, but I just could not get to him. I just could not get to Tom King. There was also a line, and I was like, "Oh, y'all just bitch at him online, but when you see him, I see how it is. You fuck boys, whatever." I didn't get a chance to ask about Marvel Knights because, like I said, Excuse me. Like I said, he was very busy, so I didn't get to ask him about Marvel Knights, so there was that. But yeah, really cool. I really want to see him again, maybe get a legit interview with him for Comic Universe, so that's really cool. But yeah, meeting Donny Cates, that was really cool. Also met Marjorie Bennett, Marjorie Bennett was the writer for Batwoman and major DC writer. She's big. She big, like Brienne of Tarth big. And I don't mean like as a negative. She was very sweet. And it's funny because I was down at my phone looking at updates, and Chris was talking to her, and then he said, "Hey, can we get a picture?" And she stood up. I swear to God, I was like, "Whoa!" She was like, "Oh, I get that all the time, and it doesn't help I'm wearing high heels." And I was like, "I don't think you needed the high heels, ma'am." And I know she gets that all the time. She's like, yeah. She's the big woman. Oh, man. But she was very sweet. We couldn't interview her because of there was a legal thing going on with her, which is odd. But, like, yeah. Yeah. So that was all really cool. Also got to see Tim Sale. I didn't get to interview him. That was cool. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Just talking about our days. Oh, we almost got, Chris can attest to this, we almost got mugged. We straight up almost got mugged. So, we got there at early in Thursday, and we were going to come back. Hey, Darth Primus, but yeah. I had to get, I bought a e-ticket online, so I had to get the physical copy, which I'll show you real quick. So, yeah, this was the physical copy of the ticket I had to get, the deluxe pass, which was 4 days. And what had happened was we were coming out and we were talking. I think we were talking about Jurassic Park, and for some reason the word "con" got brought up in that sentence. And what happened was this guy in front of us had all these comic book patches on this vest. He said like, "Oh, you guys are going to the con, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then, with the quickness, he reached into his vest and he was like, "What kind of tickets you got?" And I was like, "Nah, man, we're good. We're good." We walk past him really fast. He's like, "I'm just asking." And Chris and I are like, "Nah, man, you just want to take. There ain't no, there ain't none of that there." No, they don't. But we're outside of the convention. That wasn't fun. Like, it's funny now, but like then. That was kind of like it put us on edge. Like, Chris and I could have taken him, but at the same time, we didn't know what he had in his vest because he was reaching really far in that vest. And, like, yeah. He was like, "I'm just asking." And he kept following us for a bit. We had to duck into Red Lobster, A, because maybe it'd throw it off, and we didn't want him to follow us to the hotel because we were like, yeah. And 2, I actually had to pee, so it was kind of a win-win situation. Yeah, so, yeah, that was interesting. Almost got mugged outside of, but welcome to Florida, right? Yeah, so, that was an event. But yeah, the spider sense kicked in. The spider sense kicked in real quick. And yeah, I'm glad it didn't escalate from there, so that was nice. Yeah, so... Oh yeah, I talked about Peter Tomasi, and I talked about Listen CB, Chris, if you're wondering. Very sweet, two very sweet ladies. Have you seen... No, I have not, but I did talk to Tinian about the movie, and not to give too much away for that interview, because we did a lot in 7 minutes. What we did talk about was the Batman TMNT thing, and he said he was ecstatic. He was straight up ecstatic, and he loved some of the changes even, and he would love to do that. He would love to do that again, so that would be cool. Anyway, were there any voice actors? Yes, they were there, but we didn't get to see them because we were... We didn't just have the money. We didn't have the money to spend it on that. The comic creators were enough, to be honest. We did with CB and Listen CB, when they were with us, we did see Christina V, who was actually cosplaying River Tam from Firefly. So that was neat. No, you didn't miss that. I'm getting to that. I'm building it up. So that was nice. That was nice. Christina V. She also did the voice of. She also does the voice of Mars in Sailor Moon Crystal, and that was cool. That was cool to see her. Of course, we all know Christina V is Ladybug, and we also Chris Sabat. The good fucking luck getting to see Chris Sabat. Like Jesus, that line. I'm getting to it, Chris. Thank you. You know, don't rush. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about the stuff we got real quick, but I'm not going to talk about the comics just yet. So first off, after I did the review for, I did the interview with, yes, I am going to talk about Star Versus. I am going to get to that. Relax. We going to talk about it. So yeah, I got these 2 prints for free from talking with the head of Zenoscope Comics. We got, I think that's Snow White, and this is obviously Robin Hood. These are really cool. They were actually going for $10. We were like, nah, man, just take them. I love doing podcasts. So that was really nice of him. I also got these free comics from them. These free comics from Zenoscope. That was really cool. Again, they were super cool about it. And next up, we got some posters to talk about real quick. So Chris and I bonded with this woman, these 2 women who were selling art for her husband, and her husband was in an anime convention in Boston. So, what had happened was we bonded with them a lot, and they were selling a lot of cool prints. And Chris can attest that we spent a lot, but like, this was the most expensive stuff, and for $20. We got 4 prints and 1 freebie for shouting them out constantly online, and even introducing Listen CB to this artist who she actually bought some stuff too. So I'm going to show you real quick of all this stuff. First off, we got this beautiful print of Castlevania. The moment I saw this, I was like, I gotta have this. I've gotta have this Castlevania. Yeah. Next up, this was actually the freebie. I got. This is Gargoyles, of course. We got Owen/Puck. We got Goliath up there. We got Demona and Xanatos. So this was the freebie they gave me. So I was like, yeah. Chris, he got a freebie of Cowboy Bebop. So yeah. Now this one is not going to be hung up. I'm not hanging this up. This is actually a gift for Dubs and his wife. Tally from, of course, Mass Effect, because Tally is a very important character to them, and I tried to find a pop figure of Tally, but it was impossible. Same with trying to find Grell from Black Butler, which was another big one. But I figured this would be nice enough for them to have, because Tally is a very important character to them. They actually told me that they want to name their daughter Tally after this character, so I was like, yeah, this is amazing. So this is, yeah, I'm going to give them, this is their gift that I bought for them. Following that, what I am keeping Mass Effect-wise is my boy Garrus. Had to get my boy Garrus, Garrus Vicarian, up in here, so I thought that was really cool. Really just dug this print. And speaking of Black Butler, while I couldn't find any Black Butler pops, I did find Black Butler picture. I'm not always a butler, but when I am, I'm simply one hell of a butler. Dos Equis. And this, we come now to another print that, oh shit. Did we lag a bit? Okay, we're good. We're still good, people. We're still good. It just freaked out for a second. Okay, we're still good. Anyway, so what I was saying was this print right here was what Chris got me, and what had happened was when we left our stuff at the hotel to pick up, this got bent. So you ain't getting a good review from me, Midpoint Hotel. Yeah, it just looks damaged. Oh my god, it's fucked. Oh my god, and it's such a, like, look at this. Look at this. This is amazing, right? Gets damaged. Oh my god. Just Thank you, Midpoint Hotel. You are not getting a good review. I can see why you're a 3.5, what was it, 2-point star hotel. Your food, your hotel was always hot. The room was always hot. The gym equipment was broke to shit, and your food wasn't great. Just saying. Anyway, so also speaking of pops, again, this, man, that stalled out for a second. I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm still here. It's just giving us a little lag. I don't know why. You didn't miss much, Caleb. Just a lot. Anyway, so as I was saying, I got some new pops, and you can see that top row is just now filled. And I'll tell you the characters real quick. It's Tim Daly and George Newbern who both voiced Superman in DCEU, and Susan Eisenberg for Wonder Woman TMNT. Did the hotel had IHOP? It was the IHOP one. It wasn't connected to IHOP, but anyway. So these are the pops I got. The new row, like a new character selection, just an entire row. I wasn't planning on this, but it happened. So first off, we got Deku from My Hero Academia, Doc Ock, Spider-Man, Brooklyn, Gargoyles, Batman Who Laughs, Toph, Nemesis from Resident Evil, Cat Noir, Darth Vader, Marco, Freddy Krueger, and Kratos. Yep. The closer they get to the ceiling, you're not lying. The Great Wall of Pop's a lot bigger. It did, and it wasn't even intentional. It just happened. It just happened. So yeah. It just happened that way. So anyway, that's all the, comics. Had to build up to the comics, because you guys want to see that, right? So, Chris and I mostly bought, Cat Noirs from, Miraculous Ladybug. What was I gonna say? So most of the comics we bought were from these $5 bins at this, booth, and only one from somewhere else, which was $10, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But yeah, let me show you the comics real quick. First off is Batman 66 meets the Green Hornet, which is done by Kevin Smith. This was written by Kevin Smith. And this comic I'm just now reading. It's really good. Found this. I actually found it in another booth for $7, but then I was like, why spend $7 when I can spend $5? I know math. Yes, I am going to talk about the Starverse's finale. Don't worry, we are getting to that. You people are so impatient. So yeah, this actually references that there was a crossover in the TV show, so I'm glad it's not like ignorant of it, but it is really cool that we are getting, this has been really cool so far. I really dig it. Also, funny enough, all the crossovers I got at this convention all involve Dynamite. They all, in some way, shape, or form, have Dynamite about them. I don't watch Game of Thrones anymore, so yeah. So next up is Swords of Sorrow, the complete saga. If you don't know what Swords of Sorrow is, it's the all-female alliance of all the female Dynamite characters, and it was written by Gail Simone and several other female writers, but Gail was heading this giant project. And this is a big, beefy book. This is a $50 book. No lie, it is $50. Got it for $5. Yeah. Yay. So, now move on to the boys. We got Masks. Now, Masks is the all pulp characters crossing over. So yeah, got all the girls, got all the boys. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. Like I said, all the crossovers I got, in some way, shape, or form, revolve around. Yeah, that comic isn't in trade yet, but I do want to get it in trade, Billy. But like I said, I did watch. I read that. I want to read this, and I've been wanting to read this for a while. It's all the pulp characters. This is going to be really fun. Next up is Danger Girl and Army of Darkness. This is Dynamite and IDW. So yeah, I've never read a lot of Danger Girl. It's supposed to be like Charlie's Angels, but a little more spicy. And of course, you know, I gotta do a crossover. If anything you do with Ash, I'm in. If anything with Ash, I'm in. So, break out the boomsticks. And next up, we have... I'm peeling off the $5 tags, by the way, because I didn't get to do that. But next up, we have Dark Shadows Vampirella. Dark Shadows, of course, the TV show, and Vampirella, the comic. I've never read this. I've read some Vampirella, but I've never watched Dark Shadows, so I'm curious. Well, I know generally of what Dark Shadows is from movies and some of the TV show, but this will be an interesting deep dive into the original 70s show. And next up, this is the only separate issues, because I wasn't aware. Oh, Bye Awesome, Bye Wizard. Oh, that's Wildstorm before it went to IDW. But yeah, this is the only separate issue. This is the only non-trade book I got, and I wasn't aware it wasn't a trade. I thought it was from the layout, from the package holding, but it's all 3 issues of Grendel versus the Shadow. Now I've never read Grendel, but it's a big Matt Wagner creation, and I have read the comic with Batman. So yeah, this will be fun. Now those are done. Those are, in fact, done. We now get to move on to the next set of comics, starting with Transformers Combiner Wars Prelude for Strike. This is the prelude to the Combiner Wars comic, which I've read and reviewed on this channel a while ago. But this is supposed to focus on what Earth was doing prior to Combiner Wars, and it's supposed to focus mainly on Wheeljack and Thundercracker. So that's, you know, this is going to be cool. I'm very much looking forward to this, of seeing how this comic plays out. This is going to be fun. Also, moving on to Transformers, we have Transformers Spotlight Volume 1, which focuses on Shockwave, Nightbeat, Hot Rod, Six Shot, and Ultra Magnus. All done by Simon Furman, who is like the Chris Claremont of Transformers. He did what he basically did to Transformers what Chris Claremont did to X-Men. So yeah. This is really cool. This is supposed to explain more about Shockwave. I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be fun. Now we move on to some more... Oh, wait. I got other books. Actually, no, I'll talk about this. Fuck it. Next up, we have from Marvel, Hulk, Red Hulk, Hulk of Arabia. This is General Ross Hulk. And I'm not I'm indifferent to Red Hulk, and I've never really read a lot of his solo adventures outside of the terrible Jeff Loeb books. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how Jeff Parker's a very underrated writer, so I'm excited to see where this plays out, because it's got Machine Man, the Secret Avengers. This is going to be fun. Yeah. Next up, another Marvel book, The Illuminati from All New, All Different Marvel. This is a cabal of supervillains led by the Hood, who are going out to commit one big score. The lineup is the Hood as the leader, Titina, Absorbing Man, Thunderball, the Mad Thinker, Enchantress, and Black Ant, who is Eric O'Grady. So, well, it's not really Eric O'Grady. It's more like a life model decoy. It's a whole thing. But yeah, so this will be fun. Next up, we have a Spider-Man book. Spider-Man Hobgoblin Lives from Roger Stern. This is the reveal of the This is retconning all the stuff of the stupid thing of Marvel having Ned Leeds be the Hobgoblin, and it makes clear that this is Roderick Kingsley, but it also has Jason Macendale. But yeah, this sets this record straight, or badly retcons. That's the better term. So yeah, Chris had never read this story. I showed him this comic, and I was like, hey, did you ever read Return of the, Hobgoblin Lives? And he's like, no, I don't think I have. I just know what happens. And I was like, okay, I'll read it. Yeah. Next up is another Spider-Man book, Spider-Man Tangled Webs. Tangled Webs was like a Spider-Man anthology series, and this first volume has comics written by Garth Ennis, Greg Rucka, and Peter Milligan. And the Garth Ennis story features the Thousand, which is a Spider-Man villain who is completely gross and horrifying. So yeah. There we go. Then we have Bullseye, the Colombian Connection. I wanted to read this because I love Bullseye as a character. So a little mini series is going to be fun. It's him in South America just tearing ass. So this is going to be good. Then we have, speaking of Charles Scholl from earlier, I got the first 3 volumes of Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith from Charles Scholl. This is the comic series, the new in-canon comic series that centers around Vader post Episode 3 and building into Episode 1. I need to get Volume 4, the final volume of the comic Fortress Vader. So I need to get that, but the first volumes were like $5 a piece. So I was like, yeah, I'll get it. So, yeah. It's also where I got the Bullseye comic. So, there you go. Now we're on more Star Wars stuff, but I'll get to the other stuff soon. But yeah, speaking of Dark Horse Star Wars, we have the General Grievous miniseries written by Chuck Dixon, which this is going to be cool. I like, that's funny, Caleb. Vader kills a shit ton of people in that comic. I believe it. I'm really wondering how it's going to hold up to the Karen Gillan run of Darth Vader, because that was one of the best comics I've read in a while. But General Grievous, this is going to be cool. This is from the Dark Horse continuity. Hopefully, Grievous in movies, not great. Grievous in comics, really good. Now we come to the next 3 volumes of the next Star Wars Dark Horse, which is Star Wars Tales. If you've never read Star Wars Tales, it was from Dark Horse. It was these anthologies, some of them canon, some of them not canon, and that was what was really cool about reading them. And they were just kind of these one-and-done anthology comics. Hello, Shockwave Spider. They were these kind of anthology comics that essentially were like these cool, different writers could come on. And this also, one of these volumes does have the comic where Vader and Maul throw down. It also has a comic where Vader finds C-3PO post-Empire, where 3PO gets trashed. So that was a really cool one. Really neat. I really dug these. I actually read these when I was in high school. They had them at the in my high school library, so I checked these out and read these, and I thought they were so cool. So this is going to be really fun to catch up on some memories. Hopefully, some of the comic stories will hold up. Next up, we got some IDW. Starting off with 30 Days of Night, Red Snow. Now, Red Snow is the story of the vampire set in 1941 Russia during World War II, and this is talking about the Russian theater of the vampire hunt. So this is going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to this. This is written and drawn by Ben Templesmith, the artist for 30 Days of Night, so this is going to be an interesting comic to behold. And next up, we have, partially the collection. We have a partial collection of G.I. Joe, the Cobra Civil War, which was this big, and I mean huge, this isn't even all the trades. I only got a handful. I was thinking, I don't want to collect an incomplete set. I don't want to read an incomplete set. But I was like, where else am I going to find these that are not expensive? These are $5 online. It's fucking impossible to find them these days. I know it's the camera, or maybe I'm just pale in general. So yeah, it's the complete saga of the incomplete saga of Cobra Civil War, which is where Cobra Commander has been killed, and Cobra and G.I. Joe are flung into this civil war among Cobra, and a new Cobra Commander gets in charge. So yeah, I don't know if I'll review this. Chris is probably going to have to help me find the other volumes to this. Chris is going to have to help me find the other volumes of Cobra Civil War, because I want to review this on a big scale. And finally, for comics, we come finally to Wolverine: Enemy of the State. This was the most expensive comic I bought for $10. It was literally $10. So yeah, so Wolverine: Enemy of the State. This is a comic I've wanted to read for a while. This is the complete saga. And if you don't know Wolverine: Enemy of the State, Enemy of the State was a comic written by Mark Millar and artwork by John Romita Jr., in which the Hand and Hydra capture, kill, and resurrect and brainwash Wolverine into attacking the Marvel Universe. That's That's the big thing. That is the giant storyline of, yeah. This is a $30 book, got it for 10. And I was like, yeah, the moment I saw this, I was like, yeah, this is coming home with me. This is a comic I've wanted to read, and I've wanted to do like a full true adaptation in the Infinity Verse, which is this shared fanfiction universe I write with Jason Voorhees 2011. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this. I gotta be real. I am very much looking forward to reading this storyline. Yeah. So that is all the comics I got. 27, I think 27, 28 in total. And I'm seeing some people leave here and there, but like, anyway, so I guess like the big thing you guys want to talk about for me is Star vs. the Force of Evil finale. We got two things ending. Game of Thrones, which I did not watch because I don't have HBO, and I just kind of dropped off the show. Probably at the right moment because it just turned to shit, didn't it? But anyway, so I did, however, watch before we left the Star vs. Force of Evil finale, and man, they really had an eat your cake and have your cake and eat it too. I do read comics from Zenescope. The best part about Zenescope comics is that while it's in a universe, it all feels like one and done books. So my favorite was Robin Hood, Escape from Monster Island, and I'm forgetting one. The ones I got, Godstorm. Yeah. So you could literally pick up any book, first volume of any comic, and you'll feel very self-contained. But anyway, I'm losing my point. No, it does not have the Punisher in that comic, but anyway. So yeah, the final for Star Versus is interesting because it's a very have your cake and eat it too. It's a very have your cake, eat it too kind of scenario, and it actually helps me and Jason Voorhees for our fanfiction universe because we're definitely going to play into that. We're definitely going to play into how it ends. It was an ending that I was like, wow, they just really really decided, fuck it, we don't know what we're doing anymore because here you go. It's literally everything. We had to do it in 30 fucking minutes. Just take it all. It's a very clear sign that the writers kind of lost their way halfway through. We're just like, we don't know what we're doing anymore. Just go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Primal. Oh my god, I am so excited for Primal. The new from Gennady Tarkovsky, which is going to be a show about a caveman set who's bonded with a T-Rex, and they go on adventures together. Gory adventures, like straight up. That trailer showed a lot. It was like Hanna-Barbera gone gory, and it was like so cool. It's going to be on Adult Swim. Hopefully it does. I really hope it does well because as much as I like Rick and Morty, I want to see it branch out and do some more serious stuff. I want them to do more serious, out there cool stuff. Really? They're going to be they're playing Mime and Marionette from Doomsday Clock in Watchmen? Are they trying to, like, is Watchmen going to be backdoor really Doomsday Clock? I haven't watched Young Justice yet, Krotaku. But yeah, the Star vs. finale, I'm glad Starco finally happened and they let us keep Starco. Thank you. There you go. Thanks. About time. But everything else just made me go, okay. Just gloss over that, gloss over that, gloss over that. Definitely gloss a Rick over that. Yeah. Yes, I did see the Batman Hush animated trailer. It looks good. I mean, it looks fine, but it's still in that weird New 52/Rebirth animated movie universe, but whatever. I don't know if it will be on Primal will be on Toonami, but they just said Adult Swim, but I got a feeling that will be on Toonami. Oh, my nose. Yeah. Looks more like a Purge adaptation in an Alan Moore skin. And Alan Moore's just gonna bitch no matter what. You know it, and I know it. Mina is she's very much she's not even like thinly veiled. It's straight up. She's meant to be like a white supremacist. She is straight up meant to be a alt-right white supremacist. That is what she pretty much is in this comp. Hello, Teva. But yeah. Yeah, and she lived. So we're probably gonna play with that in the fanfiction universe. That's my thing. I was just like, wow, you don't. We are currently writing other chapters right now, but we've been really busy. We don't get paid for this, so we just write whenever we can. You got Tony, so yeah. Excuse me. Where was I going with this? But yeah. Yeah, like I said, Mina was just straight up, like, especially towards the end, she was just meant to be, like, a white supremacist. So there was that. That, you know, her whole threat, and also the whole thing of the Magical High Commission suddenly turning evil, I was like, why? Anyway. So we got that. Excited for I do, but I have to get Disney Plus, and that's like I'm spending a lot of money on because we're now switching to straight up streaming services, and I've been finding a lot of cool stuff on Amazon Prime. I'm finding some cool stuff, but what sucks is that you got to pay for some stuff. Like you're already paying for this for it now, and now you got to rent and buy shit too. But I did find this anime called Killing Bites. It's really interesting. Probably not, Jesus. Probably not. Game of Thrones series finale. I didn't watch it, so there you go. I heard it was really disappointing. Yeah, that was a sweet scene of Eclipsa introducing Meteora to the past soul of Solaria. You know, pretty much introducing her to her granddaughter. Hey, JMC. Darth Primus, too many streaming services. Yeah, it's becoming a bitch. I wasn't able because, like I said, I don't have DirecTV anymore and I can't stream. But I did see clips of it. It was really cool. I like how they made Negaduck, how they brought in Negaduck, and how they're doing Drake Mallard. Like they reveal Jim Starling, who it's obvious a reference to Jim Starlin, the actor, creator of Thanos and a lot of other characters in Marvel and DC, and he's now Negaduck. And then you have Drake Mallard, who was I like this new angle they're playing with in the DuckTales. Okay, so Derek, you saw Killing Bites. It's pretty much Bloody Roar the anime. It's pretty much that game. It's pretty much Bloody Roar the anime. So there you go. Thoughts on... I haven't been able to watch it yet. I still need to watch She-Ra Season 2. But from what I understand, it actually gets very heavy with heavy implications with She-Ra and Catra. There's apparently one scene where Adora's like, I have to go change, and Catra's like, why? It's nothing I haven't seen before. And I'm like, whoa! Okay, man! Woo! And then, like, there's some scenes where people are like, just fuck already! Just fuck! And yes, I am aware that Rocko's Modern Life and Invader Sim the movies are coming to Netflix, so now I have a reason to keep Netflix around a little longer. I think Tailspin is coming. Yeah, because we seen Don Carnage, we saw the Sea Duck, we know Cape Suzette's out there, so I think it's only a matter of time before we see Baloo and the gang out there. Um, so I think that's the case. Yeah, Lena's pretty good, and the DuckTales reboot was really good. I just wish I got my DirecTV back so I could watch it, but I can't because I'm poor. Oh well. Yeah. So that was the thing. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that, Emperor Vladicus. Any opinion on Batman Who Laughs going up against Superman and Batman in this new team up book? I really like how Batman Who Laughs has it because let's be real, Dark Knight's Metal was essentially not a great event. I mean, it built up everything for Justice League and for Scott Snyder and what Scott Snyder's doing in Justice League, but Dark Knight's Metal was just very Scott Snyder, if you know what I mean. But what I like about it is that, especially Batman Who Laughs, came off as like at first, oh, he's just a new cool idea for cosplayers, but really he's kind of grown into being his own cool villain. So I like that. All right, see you, Chris. Hey, Mr. Emerald. Yeah, Shere Khan would be cool. Hey, Omnitron. Once you pitch a DC Universe MHA crossover, personally, I assume pre-Flashpoint you would have Deku meeting Wally West. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if they made Negaduck the next big bad of season. Well, we are in season 2. We actually are in season 2. We are only getting season 3, and if I know Disney, season 4 will be the final season. Wasn't No Justice? Well, No Justice was like the bridging point for it, but Dark Knight's Metal was the thing. Yeah, Negaduck just needs to be the big bad for the first season of a new Darkwing Duck show. Just give us a Darkwing Duck show. I really like this new Drake Mallard where he's very, like, he's an actor, but he's very, like, he knows what he's doing, and he keeps getting up. And he very much feels like classic Darkwing Duck, where no matter what hits him, he keeps getting back up. The Tolkien movie. No, I have not seen it yet. Yeah, it does. Being an actor before being a superhero makes so much sense. It does. He's very theatric, so that's really cool. I've realized that 2019 is a lot of endings. That's the year everything ended. Where we got the ending for the Skywalker saga, we got the MLP series finale, we got Game of Thrones ended yesterday, we got Star ended yesterday, the Avengers ended for a while, that phase of the MCU ended. Yeah, that was it's a year everything kind of fandoms ended. Some of them good, some of them bad, but yeah. Also the year of the last Batman TMNT. I know. So if those of you who came in late, I recorded a lot of interviews that you're going to see on Comic Universe at some point, and also some footage for Megacon. So that's going to be some stuff you're going to see on Comic Universe. So go subscribe there if you haven't already. That's going to be fun. So yeah, we got interviews with James Tinian, and we talked about the animated film. Peter Tomasi, Charles Scholl, and Brian Seaton, who's the head of Action Labs and writer of the Ladybug comics. Also did an interview with the head of Xenoscope, so we got 5-6 interviews. That was really cool. That was pretty neat. I did talk a little of Super Sons, really. What did you think of the Batwoman CW trailer? I I liked it, but I'm just so far out of CW. I'm just like I can't get into it now. I just like it's so I'm so far behind. I'm so detached from that now. Yeah. Doom Patrol is the best DC. I need to get the DC streaming service. I really do. What? What? Really? What? Titans, I don't know. I haven't watched Titans either. Oh, okay. 2020 Halo's second trilogy is ending. Oh my god. Harley Quinn cartoon coming up. Again, I don't have the DC streaming service. I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to do that and Disney Plus and everything else because now I am doing solely streaming apparently. Unless I do cable. Unless there's also for just getting cable. Okay. Odd. I've heard nothing but bad things about Titans, so I don't know if I'm going to drop money into doing that. Gemini Man looks interesting, but I don't know. Swamp Thing's only gonna be 10 episodes, and I'm curious to know how that goes. Man, 21 people watching this. And what's with all the blacked out, why are some of the comments getting blacked out? That's odd. Now they're all getting blacked out. I can barely read these. This is weird. Is this happening to everyone else in the comments? Is this happening to everyone else in the comment section? Yeah, it's all just blacked out. Like it's all just black and it's harder to read. Okay, I got it fixed. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's fixed. Nobody panic. Have you heard about Comics 5 by Kuro? I've seen some of it, but I've never read the whole thing. Arthur, honk if you love justice. Honk. Hi, Carlotta. Hi, Carlotta. I like to call her little sis. Hearing why the voice actor for Toffee sounds familiar because it was Michael C. Hall who was played Dexter in the show Dexter. Yeah. All right. See you, Teva. Surprise! Now finally I got it fixed, so now I can see everyone's stuff. Okay. I'm not the one to judge. Only my cousin's name is John Henry, and she's not very happy. Never been happy about it. Peter Mayhew passing was very tragic. It was very sudden, and it was a bummer, really. Jinx ongoing comic, yeah, as long as they make her have to remodel her to be like Teen Titans Jinx, because yeah, but like it would be cool, like Jinx was around, of course, the classic comic Jinx, but then comes this new one who takes the name and is just having a ball with it. Unless you were talking about League of Legends Jinx, which I know nothing of. CB and listen CB do. And again, like they were very sweet at the Megacon, and I'm gonna definitely give them a shout out. I still need to watch the Ultraman anime, and it's embarrassing because my dad's watched more episodes of the Ultraman anime than I have. It's embarrassing. It's now making a movie studio for their games. Oh boy, I can't wait to see how they fuck that up. Oh, that's nice, Derek. That's very nice. What's Ultraman? It's a show. It's an animated show, and ugh. It's okay, we're still here. We're all still good. Yeah, we're good. It just kind of does a quick lag here and there, but yeah. We're still good. Don't worry. Don't go. Don't go. And they're not basing movies on game plots. It's just characters and not adapting anything. All right, I can't wait to see how they shoot themselves in the foot on that. Oh, cool. Crash Bandicoot show would be cool. How about a Spyro show as well while we're at it? And Last of Us works as a TV show, probably more than a movie, really. And I am doing good. Or as good as I can be after leaving a 4-day con and hanging out with one of my best friends ever. And I have to face stupid reality again. Oh, okay. So we are getting a Spyro show. Okay, cool. It's neat. God of War movies. Neat. That's actually really cool. Not another Skylanders Academy. It's like Homer Simpson. Great, now I gotta face stupid reality again. Oh, Metal Gear. That would be cool. I know Chris is gonna love that. Yeah. Disappears into the hedge. Do you watch? I did, but then, lost my streaming, so yeah. I've never played Hyper Light. I don't know what that is. So there we got that. Simpsons are coming to Disney. I knew about that. I did know about the Simpsons coming to Disney Plus, which really surprised me that all the episodes thus far are going to Disney Plus. They're new corporate overlords. Finally watched Westworld. Disappointed beyond. I've only watched the original movie, so I couldn't tell you about the animated, not the animated, but the show. Did I? Yes, I did see the Ghoul School episode in OKKO. Okay, Carlotta. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, that's cool. TMNT. I think Homeworld would win because Uni's just been consistently destroyed over and over again to the point where I don't think they have a standing military anymore. And now they don't have any magic, so. Bye! I for one, welcome our rodent overlord. Muni is the Belgium of fantasy worlds. I didn't read it yet, Kotaku, so I couldn't tell you. Homeworld in its prime versus Cybertron. That one, I think I'd give it to Cybertron. But anyway. So yeah, just this whole new row of pops if you didn't notice already. So in a weird way, I got a new character selection group up here. It's amazing. That's true. I am very interested. If I could get Disney Plus, it would just be for The Mandalorian and the Cassian Andor show. Um, oh yeah, the MCU shows definitely. You gotta have to watch those. Yeah, you gotta have to watch those. Yeah, so I heard Austin St. John, the original Red Ranger, is going to be on Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Is he? This is news to me. I didn't know. I didn't hear that. I didn't know Austin was going to be in another Power Rangers anything. Really, I didn't know that. That's going to be awesome if that's true. Um, I think Beast Morphers is the last Neo Saban era Power Rangers before it moves to before Hasbro does their next show. Chris Rock wants to, and I think that's actually like apparently I don't know if that's like if he wants to actually do it, but on one hand, Chris Rock rebooting Saw. On one hand, like it might be a total mess, but on the other hand, we've seen a good amount of horror done by like really good horror done by comedy writers. Of course, Danny McBride and I'm forgetting the other guy's name, but they did Halloween 2018. We also saw John Krasinski from The Office do A Quiet Place. Yeah, we've seen some good horror come from humor. So after seeing all that, I want to see if what they could do, and they got one of the original directors back for it. So that's going to be interesting to see Chris Rock's take on Saw. Because I thought there was going to be a sequel to Jigsaw, honestly. I thought there was going to be a sequel to Jigsaw. Oh, that's interesting. TMNT. Yeah, with especially Jordan. How did I forget Jordan Peele? Yeah, Jordan Peele is another great example of comedy guys doing really good horror. Yeah, I did know that, Jesus. Okay, Beast Morphers is Hasbro. All right, cool. Because I thought it was the last Neo Saban era before they moved on. Keegan Michael T is a villain in a Jordan Peele movie. No, I did not see the Attack on Titan season 3 yet, or all of it at least. I think Namor is going to appear first as a villain because I don't think they want to like people are just going to compare him to Aquaman, even though Namor came first. But I think they're going to introduce him as a villain because they are doing a lot of villain stuff with him, and he does work equally as a villain. And I think if they ever give him a movie, it'll be his redemption arc. So I think it's a possibility that Namor is coming at some point. Yeah. First, fantastic. I wouldn't say go straight to Atlantis. I need to know where they've been. I need to know where the Fantastic Four, because I'm convinced they went missing somewhere in the MCU. There is that rumor that Namor might be in Doctor Strange too, and maybe they're hinting at this version of the Defenders. That's what I was just talking about, Andre. We need a Defenders to make up for Hulk and Endgame. Yeah. And Doom needs to be the ruler of Latveria. I am convinced we are not. Well, we're probably not going to get Doom in solid Latveria. We are at least going to get a name drop of Latveria in Spider-Man: Far From Home. I'm convinced we're going to get a mention of Latveria. Excuse me. Oh, my back. That nutcase that just took over Latveria. I would say there's it's not even going to be like that. It's probably going to be now the plane leaving to Latveria, departure to Latveria, or something in an airport. It's probably going to be in an airport scene or a quick newsreel of monarch of Latveria named. It is Victor Von, and they change the channel or something like that. I think it's a rights thing with that TMNT. Yeah, Doomstadt would probably be another one. Yes, that is true. Kevin Feige did confirm that the real Mandarin is going to be somewhere in the MCU. The real Mandarin. Which the person I've always wanted to play Mandarin, like the real Mandarin, is an actor by the name of Chow Yun-Fat. Chow Yun-Fat, most of you guys would probably know best from the third Pirates of the Caribbean movie, but also major kung fu guys would be like, you guys probably know him best from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. So that's the guy I wanted to play the Mandarin, is Chow Yun-Fat.